on the same point, so there would be no point, Chair, to repeat, to come back. The question of investigation, I believe the DPP did not instruct you not to carry out the investigation. And according to the law, the National Police Service Act and the Constitution gives IPOA the power to initiate on its own or on direction an investigation. But at the same time, it allows even parallel investigation. And I think there are cases you can confirm which have been done on a parallel basis, especially because you have the capacity to investigate homicide. So I think that bit maybe is something that, as far as this committee is concerned, to get to the truth, it's important you use the power you have to investigate the homicide.
Thank you, Honorable, for that question. We have cases in point, Honorable Chair. Before I was appointed the DCI, I was the Director, Internal Affairs Unit. And the main mandate of the IAU is to investigate complaints against. And we will investigate cases. I remember I investigated a murder allegedly committed by police officers in Kisii. But when we were at the middle of the investigation, the DPP directed that we forward the file to IPOA to take over the investigations. So that is the kind of parallel investigations we are trying to avoid. And for this particular case, it was very clear, in as much as it is a mandate, the DPP directed IPOA to investigate the matter. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, two straight questions, Chair. One is that when Eliud Langat reported the matter to DCI, after your investigations, you arrested one Kevin Moinde. And it is Moinde now who mentioned 4 other people. Can you tell us why you decided, out of the 4 people who were arrested by Moinde, to arrest Albert Ojwang and not the other 3? Can you also tell us at what stage Kevin Moinde was released from custody? The other one, I think probably Masara was talking about the same. This matter was reported on 4th. A team was formed on the same day. You went and got a statement from Eliud the same day. You wrote to CAK the same day. They replied the same day, and the following day you're already in Kisii to do the arrest. Yes, can you tell us why? And that's why I think Masara was asking about the timing, because the events and the following being done in the same day is definitely questionable. The last one is that from the report by the IG, OB number 09/08/06/2025 at 1:39 hours is the OB that released Albert from the police to be taken to Bagathi at 1:39 hours. The same OB, according to DCI, is the OB that reported at 1:35 that Ojwang was kicking walls. But the same OB number, from what you have told us. I'm sure it's in the Hansard. 09/08/06/2025 at 1:35, he was kicking walls in the cells. The same OB in the report that you have given us, 09/08/06/2025 at 1:39, is what released him from the police cells. Can you get a clarification, probably, Chair? And also, because DCI was reading verbatim from the electronic OB, can you also get the OB that now released him from the police cell to be taken to Magadi? Thank you, Chair.
I thank you very much, Chair. I am acting on behalf of the complainant, who is the Member of Parliament representing the deceased. And it is coming at a time when, firstly, is to mention that this death has really attracted the wrath of the entire nation. Coming at a time when the IG himself, in the course of his vetting, undertook to uphold the highest integrity within the police service. And you are actually blunt enough to say that there will be no more abductions and no more wanton killings. When IG, either your office or your officers have already walked back on this promise that you made to the country. Is somebody sabotaging your work, or it is the directive and part of your modus operandi within the police service, or you are taking us back to the police force which the new constitution ran away from? And I've got a few questions. At whose behest was the murder committed? Who was going to benefit from the death of this young person? Because the evidence so far, indicated so far, is that it is the police that perhaps committed the murder, or it was done within the precincts of the police station. So who was going to benefit out of the death of such an innocent young person? The other question, because I'm acting on behalf of the complainant, we would want to know what action has been taken so far, apart from interdicting police officers who are actually out there doing whatever they can to either subvert justice or to come up with artificial barricades to prevent IPOA from conducting an impartial, comprehensive investigation. Let me not turn tribal, but we all live in this country. What is the nexus between a Mr. Sigei, a Mr. Korir, a Mr. Talam, and the name that keeps on coming up at the DIG, Mr. Talam? What do they share in common? That all these names are all involved into this issue around the death of Albert. Oh, Langat, the DIG. So I want to know what they share in common. And the autopsy has also revealed what killed the young man, contrary to the assertion of the police that he committed suicide. If the police is as white as they would want us to believe, why lie? At the very least, when this matter came up, something-year-old boy whose father does not attract any national acclaim, it can be let to pass. I want to give credit to the police for a very swift investigation they carried out when we lost our colleague. And in the next 1 day or 2 days, somebody was appearing before the footage, we are told, was deleted, particularly on the times that are under probe. Why would the police delete a CCTV footage if they have no role to play in the death? Why? Those are the questions I'd wanted to ask on behalf of the complainant. I think it's
very crucial questions. And lastly, because members, we have to finish so that we can allow the rest. I think you did.
Chair, mine, the one I asked was just a follow-up to what you raised, Chair.
Okay, so what we have
Give
to
me
say
just an opportunity to ask one question. Chair, I want to ask the question, who authorized or gave orders for Ojwang, the late, to be moved from Homabay to Nairobi? It's a crucial question if we can clarify. I just want to ask.
I think it's not really, the question should have been, why move him to Nairobi? I think we have our police stations all over the country. Wasn't it enough DIG or DCI to have the suspect, Ojwang or any other, being interrogated in Homabay? Wasn't it enough? I think that is...
Chair, the question I asked is who authorized? The why is also another question, but the one I've asked, Chair, is who ordered that the suspect?
Sure
because, Chair, a question has arisen.
I'm asking,
yes,
because you kind of presume that it must have been the interrogation and the arrest, even, should have been in Homabay, right?
I agree with you, Chair. The framing may be different. Thank you,
so,
Chair.
your point is, you made your point. Vice Chair? Those ones, we should be winding up and try to capture every member's question.